Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video inside of my Minecraft creative world Duckworth. In this video, I am going to be working on something different. I actually had this idea kind of while I was doing the artwork. But yeah, I was doing the sketch in the library at the school I go to, at my college, watching Minecraft videos. I was watching old Stampy and thought I should try and make this in Minecraft, so I'm doing that now. You know, I actually just recorded for like 12 minutes trying to build something right here, and I absolutely hated it. So I destroyed it all and put it back to the way it was before with the outline. And I was flying around just looking for something to do, and I came across this little area right here, and I thought this would be a perfect place to just put a little shack. So I'm gonna put the drawing up on screen right now. So as you can see, I don't know if it comes across so well because honestly the photo I took of the drawing was not that great. It's a little bit blurry, but it's pretty colorful. I made it using just regular Crayola 12 set of colored pencils, and that was it. So, you know, everything's just a blend of different colors, and I tried to really infuse a lot of color into it, which is what I'm hoping to do with this one as well. So I want to kind of model the house after that, try to make it look as similar as I can manage. And yeah, we'll see how it ends up. I'm definitely going to try and accentuate the character a little bit more. I want it to, because I know the drawing is colorful, even though it might not look it so much on here. I wanted to kind of accentuate that. It was also a little bit inspired by these flowers over here. Like I want to have more color in it. It's supposed to be colorful. I don't want it to look super dead and haunted or something. So let me get started just picking out some blocks that I think match what I'm going for here, and then I'll come back. Okay, I think for the base, I'm going to start with these right here. So kind of more brick towards the bottom, and then it goes into a sandstone. Then I'll try and, you know, add more texture to it later. For now, I just start by putting in the blocks. Door right here. And of course, I'm kind of going to change some details, you know, going into Minecraft. Not everything's going to convert perfectly. If I if I made the house by scale of how big the door is in the drawing, then, you know, the whole house would be like 5 blocks wide or something. Okay, so here's one wall, just so you kind of get an idea of what I'm doing with all these random blocks in here. Kind of trying to give it more texture, dirty it up a little bit. And then you can kind of see it kind of turns into the sandstone, like the brick is underneath, and then some of the sandstone gets torn off and you can see it. So I'm probably going to turn some of this brick into walls, which I think would give a bit more context to it. Hope it makes sense. Okay, here's both sides done. Do one more window here. Okay, wait. A little bit of a problem I'm running into with the roof is that I kind of used up all of the blocks that I would have used for the roof. The roof is like, it's definitely brick. There's also some kind of moss stuff in there. No, it's just not the right kind of moss. I need something more yellow. Actually, the oak itself might be yellow enough. It's a strong yellow tint compared to the other ones. Alright, you know what? I am still going to try and use brick though. I think that works good. Yeah, I could definitely see these for like the yellow parts. You know, I'll put the picture up on the screen right now, just so you can get a color reference on it. You can see this for like the yellow parts and into the brick. Okay, and then you can see it has like a white trim. I'm going to try and do that just with these pale oak blocks. I think that detail really helps a lot. Really ties it together. Alright, and then starting to add in some of the walls. And I might make some small alterations on the side just because I feel like there's no light, you know? I might at least want to add like a window or something. But you know what? There's this thing on the side. If I pull up the photo, it's like that. So I want to put windows here instead of having it like that. See how there's like the two pieces of sandstone that come through? And there's like, it's like that on the original. But I'm thinking instead what I'm gonna do, maybe put some sandstone on the side and then have it be windows. Then I'm gonna put white banners so it still kind of resembles it. So I don't know if I want to do fully white. Maybe if I do like these trap doors. And I could put the white banners on the inside. Oh, that's a lot better, yeah. And on this side, I get a little bit freedom to do whatever I want. I think maybe I'll do a window like that. Let me texture the roof right now, actually, before I get distracted by 50 other things. I'll start by just putting the oak where it looks like there's the most of the yellow discoloration. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, but I am gonna try and make it look a little bit more distressed. Alright, so this is the exterior almost finished. I just gotta go around and do the back, and then we'll be moving on to the interior. Alright, hello. I'm finally back. Well, I say finally. It's been like, 0 seconds for you. But for me, it's been a good couple days, maybe a week. Anyway, I ignored a pretty important feature about the outside, which is that it's not entirely level. It kind of dips down around here and then comes back up right there. I think I'll do the inside first and then I'll come back out to do finishing touches on the exterior. So this house, obviously I don't know anything about what it looks like on the inside, so I just get to make it up. I'll just have this be my little dream cottage. That's not bad. I think I'll keep that. And then here's how it looks on the outside. Alright, so for whatever reason, I ended up doing this. I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys like the floors on my builds? Or am I doing too much of those? Yeah, for this, I kind of want it to be a little bit more like cabin, cottage kind of thing. Kind of figuring out how much I want to lean into like the whole kind of cast out thing. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's not as well kept. Like you can see the roof and stuff. I don't know how much I want to lean into that on the inside. So the cobwebs might be a little too dirty. I mean, everything's gonna have to be really small just because this is not a large space. So it's not gonna be much of a kitchen. I think I'm gonna add a second story too, just to add a little bit more room. Maybe marble's a little fancy for this kitchen. A nice little seating area under the window. And I think this is a good layout for the kitchen. And I'm not sure, I might want to actually bust some of this wall out of here. I'm gonna try and place some more stuff and then figure out what I want to get rid of. And I went with the orange for the chairs because I think I said it before, but I kind of want this place to be a little bit more colorful. Oh, there's a small problem with my window idea, so maybe not. Over here though, this is a nice view. I do have this window, but one more wouldn't hurt. Especially a nice kitchen window. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, add a little bit more to the outside over here. Alright, it looks a little weird, but I added this hood in too, just so it connects with the chimney outside. Alright, I think for now I'm gonna leave this alone and just head upstairs. See what I can do up here. I'm getting an idea right now, maybe this just to add some more character to it, they could have like a hobby. Maybe they're into like quilting. So I got like the loom and the grindstone. I don't know a whole lot about making clothes or anything, but just kind of guessing and grabbing stuff that kind of looks like maybe it could be related. Like shears would be good. Maybe I could just use chains, kind of like a thinner pipe, just because I don't want it to obstruct so much of the window. I think I want to do some hanging plants. I mean, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. I guess I could do it like that. And do I want to do yellow or... I like the yellow. We already have a lot of green with all the plants. So maybe I'll do more green for the carpet though. Then what do I want to do with this window? Maybe I'll just put a flower here. Alright, got a Tin Man on the cupboard. Candles lit. I'm kind of liking the oxidized ones for this room. Only annoying thing is I can't place anything on the ceilings. So up here I can. Got all these plants up and everything. Down here not so much. Honestly, the only thing I'm kind of questioning is this. Not so much whether or not I want to have a window here or not. More so the kind of window I put. I think I might just want to go with the regular window. This over here. And I can have them like that. Yeah. I think that makes more sense. Well, actually, what I feel like this area is missing, the fireplace. I feel like it needs that. It's because it's such like a cozy kind of room. Only problem is I'm not going to be able to make it hook up to here. Because I'd probably want to put it against that wall. I can have it just go into the ceiling. Maybe pink sofa right here. I want to go something a little bit strong. I don't know. I'm messing around with this right now. Probably wouldn't want to use oak since it's so see-through. But just the idea of segmenting off this part of the house, you know, like it's its own room. I think I'm gonna do it, yeah. Does this feel dumb? Yeah, that might be too much. Not a bad idea to have some protection on the stairs, though. Maybe I'll keep really trying to figure out this fireplace right now. It's just horribly ugly, this block. I can't see why anyone would ever want to use that. I wanted to do something that stands out a little bit more from the red brick for the fireplace. I think that looks a little better. Alright, I'm kind of pushing it with this whole color. Really. And then up here I can probably put some bottles. And maybe fruits would be better. Okay, I'm not liking the floors. I mean, not the floors, this floor. I mean, it's like I kind of want it to be tacky because it's supposed to be really overly colorful. But at what point is it just too tacky that it's ugly? Alright, after a little bit of time thinking, I came up with this kind of gradient design from blue to magenta to checkers still, and I don't dislike it too much. And then actually let me finish off putting some plants around here too. I just got an idea, and I'm actually thinking, because I forgot that I was kind of gonna make this more gardeny, so I'm gonna put a little garden shed back here, and I just busted a hole there to do that. So I think I decided I'm just gonna make this simple shed for out here. I'm gonna put a skylight. Alright, so kept it pretty simple in here. Oh, shears and some storage stuff. And now I think I want to finish off the exterior. So let's get working on that. So comparing to the photo right now, I see the fence gates obviously going around, and then the oil drum, and maybe some grass kind of in that area. Alright, that's good, but now I want to pull from the flowers up here, kind of add some more color to it. Alright, welcome back. We are now ready for the final tour. So let's go ahead and get started. So I changed the shaders to now complementary unbound. And I added these flowers all around. I changed the shaders just because it looks better for this time of day. In the back over here, I added a tree and a swing set. I tried to put it out of the way, so that way you wouldn't see it when I'm just trying to show off the comparison of the house of the drawing. And come over here, I used these chests for the oil drum. And I put some buttons up and that hanging bit just for detail. The buttons are kind of supposed to be like bricks, you know, where I can't place full brick blocks because I still want the sandstone. We come inside. It's a little dark with this shader in here. The view looks nice. Alright, I'm going to go back to my usual shaders for the inside, just because it was too dark. But here's the kitchen. I ended up changing the floor pattern that I went with, just because I felt like the yellow was, or was it white? White was kind of getting on my nerves. But it just felt a little bit too uncolorful for this house. Now we come in here. I think I showed this pretty much finished off. This is the storage shed. We got the little fireplace, music, the table. Jump into the bedroom. That's new up there. It should be. I don't know if I showed this, but I added that. Just random with the eggs. That was cool. Little study. I really like the way this little kind of loom thing turned out. I think it looks cool. Window. And yeah, we come back out to the outside. And that is the house entirely completed. So thank you for watching if you made it this far. Well, obviously you did if you're watching, but yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the build. Let me know what I should do in the future. Let me know what you think of this idea. The whole combining the art, the building thing. And yeah, thank you for watching and have a good one.